please welcome from Ridgewood and Boys High, Mr. Sal Richards.
I don't tap. Everybody tap dances here. It's terrific. I'm so happy to be back here. Unfortunately, I don't live in New York anymore. I moved to Florida. And I must tell you this. To me, Florida is one of the most exciting places in the world to live. I really love Florida. It's fantastic. You get up at 7 o'clock in the morning, and that's it. You're up for the day. Hey, honey, we're up. Again? It's exciting. What do you want to do today, sweetheart? Let's sit over here. I see things I never saw in my life in Florida. The first day I moved in, this thing from Jurassic Park jumped on my screen. I had no idea what the hell it was. A little small thing with a scaly back with the neck and the tongue came out. I watched it for 3 hours. It looked like a goiter. It was going, what do you call those things? Yeah, salamanders. My wife thought it was a calamari. She took it in the house, chopped it up, mixed it with the linguine. I ate it. But you know what's good about it? I lean against a tree now. I change colors. It's good for me. I got the opportunity finally, living in Florida, to use my AARP card. I took the card, I took my wife's family, took all their cards, took all the discounts they got from the penny saver, we went to Denny's. I figured, how could we get hurt? We all ate like it was the end of the world. I took all their cards, went to the counter to pay, they gave me $4. But I found that they got the greatest pie in the world there. Made by that company. I never heard of it. What, you know the name of the company? Mother Butler. Mother Butler Pies, a guy from New York. You can't go in there and order that being mad. Let me have a slice of that Mother Butler. I never heard of Fuddruckers till I went to Florida. You know what it's like telling the guys up north, what'd you do last night? Well, I went to Fuddruckers. On the way home, I picked up a Mother Butler. They all came down the next night. It's unbelievable. But it's nice being back here. We're getting close to the holidays. We've got Halloween coming up next, Thanksgiving, Chanukah, and then Christmas. I love the holidays. I really do. Being the Catholic kid from Brooklyn, you know, what did we do in the neighborhood? We did lights for the holidays, right? I put 500 lights. My neighbor put 1,000 lights. I put 1,000 lights. He put 2,000 lights. I put 4,000 lights. He put 10,000 lights. There were so many lights on my block, planes were looking to land where I live. You come in my house, my wife's got a tree right to the ceiling with lights, lights on the wall, lights on the counters. You go to bed, you flush, you get up, your ass lights up, it's a holiday. The Jews are smart. 8 days, 8 bulbs, that's it. $0.15 for electric, they're done. We got to go for $45 a day to keep the lights on. Then we got to do the poem with the kids, you know, 'twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house. 'Twas the night before Christmas. I'm Italian from Brooklyn. I never heard anybody in my neighborhood ever use the word 'twas. It is not in our vocabulary. Can you hear a guy from Bay Ridge? Hey, Tony, 'twas your sister home? Doesn't work. I got a cousin Anthony, 16 years old. He's in the 3rd grade. He got skipped this year. Now, it was his turn to do, 'twas the night before Christmas. They told him, take it home and study it, you know, and try to remember it. This is how this poor kid remembered this poem. All right, good morning, listen up. I want to do the poem about the night I had no idea it was even there. I was sitting around the house. It was very, very quiet. All of a sudden, I hear noise on the roof. Oh, where I live, that's trouble. I look out the window, there's a fat guy on my roof with a red suit on. Who is this friggin' guy on my friggin' roof? He had a bunch of animals, they all had hangers on their heads. You ready? The fat guy starts to climb down the chimney. The animals start to shit all over my roof. So I went next door to my neighbor, who was Jewish, for help. He said, what do you bother me for? It's your holiday, you clean it up. And then he said, schmuck, if you didn't put the lights on, they probably never would have found you. This is a wonderful audience. They're always so great. I love you people. Thank you. I want to do something a little different that I haven't done. I was here last year, but I've always admired people in show business that do impressions. You like impressionists? My friend Jack did a few. I don't do impressions. I do what you call characterizations. Now, what's a characterization? That's a guy that wants to do impressions, but he can't. I couldn't tell you who I was going to do, so you call out who you want to hear. I'll attempt to characterize them. If they come out good, give me a hand. If they don't, give me a hand anyway. Where are you going to go? I bet. Who do you want to hear first? Dean Martin. Okay. Oh, everybody loves somebody sometime. Oh, that's it. When the applause stops, Paul. Who else you want to hear? Who, sir? Johnny Cash, okay. Here is from Johnny Cash's international album. Here is Johnny Cash singing Avinu Shalom Aleichem. Avinu Shalom Aleichem. Avinu Shalom Aleichem. Avinu Shalom Aleichem. Avinu Shalom, Shalom, Shalom Aleichem. E queste cose non ci fatela così. E chi dopo la mangia ma va fatto con la se... Oh, that's an honor of Jerry Vail. Frank Sinatra I don't do because, you know, he had a lot of power, Frank. Let him rest in peace. If he knew I was fooling around about him, he'd come back from his grave and kick me in the ass. Let's do Frank Sinatra Jr. What could he do to me? New York, New York. Just New York. Frank Sinatra. And is way off. Who else you want to hear? Who? Tony Bennett. Okay. Tony Bennett, San Francisco. Say the loveliness of Paris seems somehow sadly gay. The glory that was Rome says of it's of another day. I've been terribly alone and forgotten in Manhattan. I'm coming back. Who's here? How to use it? To my city by the bay. There's my conductor, Torrey Zito, Joe Cucuzzo on drums. Jerry. I lift my heart in San Francisco. And when they see when I come home to you, San Francisco. Your golden sun is gonna shine, it's gonna shine on me. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, God. Oh. Nice glass. Who else you want to hear? Jerry Vale. Oh, no, my pal. For years. All right, let's do a little bit of Jerry Vale. Little Jerry Vale. It's his... Hi, this is Jerry Vale. Here's a song I sang 20 years ago from this shoulder. Tonight, I'd like to sing it from this shoulder. Al di là della breccia l'abbraccioso. Oh, that's not the words. That's not the words. I don't know the words. I don't want to talk about Jerry Vail. He's my pal for years. When I talk about Italian singers, I talk about the Italian singers that came to this country years ago from Argentina. Imagine an Italian singer tonight at the beautiful New York Alumni here at the Beverly Hills High School, sung about 12 or 13 songs in Italian, wants to convince you now that he can sing in English, and he does it for you thusly. What happened? Everybody watching the show, get it. That's all right. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight you have been beautiful to me because I have been beautiful to you. I come to you tonight, my friends, with love. What a beautiful word, love, to be used so many ways in our lifetimes to say to someone, I love you. Do you love me? Let's make love. Don't get up. Can you please give me a little house lights a little bit, please? I come to sing a very beautiful song. I had the pleasure of singing the first time in English from the Broadway show, Men of La Mancha. Hey, it was the dinner show. I give you The Impossible Dream, Maestro. To dream, the impossible dream, to fatti. Excuse me, Paul, no laughing now, please. I have what you call a broken mouth, so I try my best to make the words to be presentable. Maestro, to dream, the impossible dream. Can you please put the house up a little brighter? A little more with the house lights, please. To fatti, the unbettable force. Hey, these stairs go all the way down. Hey, Father. To dream, the impossible dream. To fatti, the unbettable force. To bear when your arms are too weary. What is your name? That's a nice name. What is your friend's name? Oh. Did you have the hot dogs outside today? Let us see. Let us see. And the world would be better for this. That one man, scorned and covered with scars, strove with his last ounce of courage to reach the unreachable. Oh, please. Stop! Paul, they like opera. They like opera. Let's do the opera. La donna donna sentita ti voglio gore marita non ce li fa. Ti voglio gore sentita ti voglio gore te. Ti voglio gore marita baffannavole. Nudo d'ucciudo di fandalassi, non ci di facchi di ca. Questa è la cosa di questa di vol, ti voglio di facchi di ca. Non ci di facchi di questa di facchi di non ci di facchi di ca. Dopo di facchi di non ci di fa, non ci di facchi di ca. This is legit. Hold. I got some women laughing, other women got this guy's my sugar here tonight. To my friends that don't know, the Chileans in the audience, facha is not a dirty word. Facha is a Jewish word. My Jewish friends, tell them what a facha is. A fan. A facha is a fan. It's so simple. To fan, to be fan, to fan you. Fachi, facha, fakak. Simple. Simple. Now, I did a half Italian, half Jewish opera. When I said, non je de facche de ca, it means there's no fan here. It's hot in here. I want to get a little fucker when I work. Usually they have them on the ceilings. You go to Florida, Florida is the fucker capital of the world. They got a fucking the kitchen, a fucking the bedroom, a fucking the lanai, a fucking the bedroom, fuckers under the cabinets. They get up in the morning, they put the fuckers on. 4 o'clock, they shut the fuckers off. They go out for the early bird, they come back, they fuck themselves to sleep, and they're happy. I got 10 more, don't worry. I'm rushing. All right, let's do the black singers. Here's a guy that came back from heaven to record with his daughter a few years ago. He deserved to win the Grammy. Mr. Nat King Cole. Unforgettable in every way. Louis Satchmo Armstrong. All the greats.
I said, hello, Dolly. This is Louis. Dolly.
So nice. That's good. Black singers, call them out. The Platters. They want groups. Okay. Let's try the Platters. Only you can make all the world seem bright. When you hold gotta do 5 of them. No, wait a minute, let me tell you what happened. I was working in Las Vegas about 24 years ago. Could have been 25, I could have made it nice and even, but 24. Knock on my dressing room door, the stage manager, Sal, Sammy Davis Jr. is here to see you. I did not believe it. He came to see me. Sammy Davis is outside waiting to see me. I leaned down, I looked through the keyhole. And there he was, waiting to come in. Now, he knew I was in complete awe of him, so he wanted to break the levity. He says, man, you had me laughing so hard, you brought tears to my eye. He said, when you did those characterizations, it didn't sound like me as much as you looked like me. This is what he saw. I didn't see it until I saw it on the tape. Can I borrow your glasses, sir? Oh, they have strings on and everything? No. Are they strong? Oh, Maron. How's the dog? Is the dog alive? Watch, this is an illusion. I appear to get smaller. Watch this. Go. A little soft. Whether I'm right, whether I'm wrong, whether I found a place in my world or never be strong, I've got to be free. I've got to be me, daring to try, do it or die. I've got to be me. Thanks. Hold it! What kind of bows? I didn't ask for bows. When I ask for bows, you'll know it. Don't listen to anybody backstage but me. When I'm done, I'll be finished. I didn't come all the way from friggin' New York, flew 3,000 miles to say goodnight. Get me some more effing water. No, I'm only teasing. Before I go, give this wonderful orchestra, Mr. Mickey Harmon's band, a nice round of applause. Manny Harmon, Manny. Thank you, gentlemen. Oh, it's tough when they say do 20 minutes, you know, when you're used to doing so much and you got to condense everything. Ooh. I'm having trouble with my stool since I got to L.A. It's Cafe Roma food. Oh, you've been wonderful. I dedicate this to all the New York alumni. I always love coming back here. And Jerry, my friend, we've known each other for a lot of years. That's it. Here we go, nice and easy arpeggio. The best of everything, that's what I wish you all. The best of everything, a Rembrandt on your wall. Yeah. I gotta leave here, do Trump Plaza in Atlantic City, and then from there I'm doing a Polish convention. Did one last year, they all thought they had the same name. You know when you get the stickers on a convention, they walk around the hotel saying, hi, I'm hello. The best of everything. I just got to the back. That's what I wish you all. Now then this Polish guy went to the men's room. You know, they have these metal plates on the wall. You take the paper out, put it around the seat for sanitary reasons. This guy went in, took the paper out, put it on his neck, and went to the dining room and ordered lobster. The best of everything. Got a guy come home so drunk one night in Long Island, he couldn't get his key in the door. Cop walked over, thought he was breaking in, looked at the cop, he says, oh, sir, but don't you get the wrong idea. This is my house. I live here. I can't get the key in the door. Cop opened the door. He said, go ahead, pal, let your house go in. He said, no, you're going to come in. I want to prove it to you. I live here. It's in my house. See that living room? That's in my living room. See that bedroom? That's in my bedroom. See that woman in the bed? That's my wife. See the guy next to her? That's me. The best of everything. Two more jokes and we go. I was in Atlantic City. Guy was at the bar. He says to the bartender, you see, this is a magic flute. Put your shoelace on the bar. I'll play the flute. I'll make your shoelace rise. The bartender said, if you do that, I'll give you a glass of scotch for free. He plays the flute, the shoelace rises, a glass of scotch for free. The bartender says, a great trick, and I'll tell you what. The next thing I put on the bar, if you make that rise, wrong. I'll give you a bottle of scotch. Put a rope on the bar, I played the flute, the rope got up, a bottle of scotch. There was a woman at the end of the bar. She saw this going on, went to the guy with the flute. Mister, the flute you got for sale. He sells her the flute. She runs up to her room. Her husband's lying in bed watching television with a sheet over him. She starts to play the flute. And the sheet starts to rise. She takes off all her clothes. Says, I'm waiting for this for 7 days. Runs to the bed, removes the sheet. It was the string on his pajamas. The best of everything. Can I have a little more house lights, please? One more story and we go. Guy goes to Atlantic City, puts 25 cents in the slot machine, he wins a $1,000 jackpot. He takes that $1,000, goes to the $5 machine, he parlays it. $50,000 the guy can't lose. Goes to the blackjack table, wins $100,000, can't lose. Goes to the baccarat pit, wins $50,000. Goes to the poker room, $25,000. The man cannot lose. Big winner. They give him a gourmet restaurant for dinner, a suite. He's in the restaurant, he entices this beautiful woman to have dinner with him. She was from India, you know, with the dot on the head. They have dinner, he takes her up to the suite, they open a bottle of champagne, they have wild, passionate sex. She falls asleep immediately after sex. This guy, being a gambler, couldn't lose, curious about the red dot on the head. He leans over, and he scratches off the red dot, and he wins a car! The best of everything, that's what I wish you all. The best of everything, a Rembrandt on your wall, a yacht that wins you cups, skateboards with style and speed, show dogs and loving pups, pride of the pound or pedigree. I hope you win that prize, pass the blue ribbon test. I hope your good keeps getting better till your better best. With every wine you taste, with every song you sing, by now you may have guessed, I hope you get the best of everything. A little more house lights, please. I hope you win that prize, pass the blue ribbon test. I hope the good keeps getting better till your better's best. With every wine you taste, with every song you sing, by now you may have guessed, I hope you get the best of everything. I love you. Thank you for having me back. Bye-bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's hard to introduce a man who has been a legend for 60 years. To cite all of his credits would keep us here until the turn of the century. So I'll just tell you his name, and it's all you need to know. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Tony Martin.
I think I'm the only non-New Yorker here tonight. But my heart is with New York. My first stop was in New York. And I'm here mostly because of my adoration of Jerry Vail. How do you make the music play? How do you make it last? How do you keep the song from fading too fast? How do you give yourself to someone and never lose your way? How do you not run out of new things to say? And though I know we're always changing, how can it be the same? And tell me how year after year you feel your heart will fall apart each time you hear her name. I know the way I feel for you, it's now or never. The more I love, the more that I'm afraid that in your eyes I may not see forever and ever. If we can be the best of lovers, still be the best of friends. If we can try with every day to make it better as it goes, with any luck then I suppose the music never ends, the music never ends, the music never ends, the music never ends. I see a lot of friends out here from New York. They remember me as Pepe Lamoco. Come with me to the Casbah. For every man, there's a woman. For every life, there's a plan. Wise men know it was ever so since the world began, that a woman was made for man. Where is she? Where is she? Where is the woman for me? For every prince, there's a princess. For every Joe, a Joan. If you wait, you'll meet the mate born for you alone, and happy to be your own. Where is she? Where is she? We had a couple of hit songs along the way. A rose must remain with the sun and the rain, or its lovely promise won't come true. To each his own, to each his own, and my own is you. What good is a song if the words don't belong, and a dream is not a dream for two? No good alone, to each his own, and my own is you. We once did a tango. We did a tango, and they said the words were vulgar, and they banned it from all the radio stations. I'm going to do the vulgar rendition for you. When we are dancing in your danger, sweet lady, I get a dizz, I get a dizz. I want to hold you so much closer than I'd ever. I want to scold you because I care more than I care to. When you touch me and there's fire in every finger, I get a dizz, I get a dizz. After we have kissed goodnight, still you linger, I kind of think you get a dizz. Your eyes are always saying things you never say. I hope they're saying that you could love me too. That's the whole idea, it's true. The lovely idea that I've fallen in love with you. Oh, yeah. Textures. I came down, I was with a band in San Francisco, and overnight they brought me to MGM studio. And they told me I'm going to sing a song by Arthur Freed. And I'm going to sing a song in a great picture called Ziegfeld Girl. And I'm going to sing to three beautiful dolls, Judy Garland, Hedy Lamarr, Lana Turner. And I was single then. You stepped out of a dream. You're too wonderful to be what you seem. Could there be eyes like yours? Could there be lips like yours? Could there be smiles like yours? Honest and true. Stepped out of a cloud. I want to take you away, away from the crowd, and have you all to myself, alone and apart, out of a dream, safe in my heart, safe in my heart. Out of a dream with you. Go, go, go. There's no kiss me and hold me tight. There's no tomorrow, just tonight. just for Jerry, because he's being honored tonight. I want to tell you, Jerry, every Shabbos in my home, my mother always sang this song to me in Italian. Mano tu sole, più bello lei, oh sola mia, dan fronte a te. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. You have a very long evening tonight, and I can't wait to get out there and enjoy these marvelous people you have. New York has meant so much to me. New York Paramount, Brooklyn Paramount, Bill Miller's Riviera, Copacabana. I really got my start in New York, and we did a song once in a picture called The Big Store with the Marx Brothers. It was called The Tenement Symphony. I want to dedicate it to all you lovely people from New York especially, who have given me and my wife Sid a beautiful life. Schubert wrote a symphony, too bad he didn't finish it. Gershwin took a chord in G, proceeded to diminish it. I sought a variation on a theme that I thought pretty, and I found my inspiration on the east side of New York City. The Cohens and the Kellys, the Campbells, the Vermicellis, all form a part of my tenement symphony. The Cohens, pianola, the Kellys and their Victrola, you'll hear them in my tenement symphony. The Campbells come tumbling down the stairs, doodly-ah, doodly-ah, doodly-ah. Oh, Marie, you'll be late for your date with Izzy. And from this confusion, I dreamed up a grand illusion. It's my tenement symphony in 4 flats. The kid on the first floor, practicing the minuet. The fellow on the second floor, crying for the dinner that he didn't get. The fellow on the third floor, waking from his slumber, by the fellow on the fourth floor, practicing the rumba. The songs of the ghetto inspired my Allegretto. You'll hear them in my tenement symphony. The cry of a vendor brought a lullaby sweet and tender. You'll hear them in my tenement symphony. The laughter of children will reach your ears, doodly-ah, doodly-ah, doodly-ah. Holy gee, holy gee, there's a cop, you gotta stop. Hey, Shaky! And from this confusion, I dreamed of a grand illusion. It's my tenement symphony in four flat. So, friends, I'll see you in my dreams. Hold you in my dreams. Here's my message to you. You will light my way tonight. I'll see you in my dreams. Good night.
One of America's great entertainers, ladies and gentlemen. Wherever he is, that's where I want to be. And he's so talented and such a nice man. Would you welcome Mr. Shecky Greene, ladies and gentlemen?
You know, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to be serious for just a second here. And lately when I work, I'm serious longer than that. But I sat in that audience today, and I watched the performers, and then I listened to the results and the reaction of you people. And then I realized that New York crowds are the best crowds in the world. That's why they have Broadway shows, and it's not in Chicago, and it's not in Las Vegas. It's in New York. I can not tell you how thrilled I was sitting in that audience and listening to these comedians and Tony Martin, who I've always worshipped because he was singing the same songs I did. The sounds of the city sometimes are awful shitty and stuff. I don't know why I did that. I was just thinking of Buddy Hackett when I did that song. I was honored here last year, and they said to me, Sharky, Chicky, Chikey, whatever your name is, which is not a tough name to remember, because when I used to do the Sullivan Show, he had trouble with it. Tonight our show, Chicky, Chikey, Chucky, Chucky, Chick, Chick, Chicky, Chick. What the hell is that fat son of a bitch's name over there? Which I hated. I hated when anybody called me fat. I mean, now I've gone to everybody for diets. Richard Simmons I went to, and I found out that I could do things that I never did before. No, I'm joking with that. The thrill when they said to me, will you announce this year's honoree, the honor of becoming a New Yorker? And I said, it would be my pleasure, because the people, or the person they have chosen, happens to be one of my dearest friends. And I don't have too many of those. Got a lot of bookmakers. I'm not in the shape that I used to be only because at Hollywood Park and Santa Anita, places like that, they have doubles, they have trifectas, they have exactas, they have pick 6, now they got to pick 9. I'm out picking pockets now. It's a shame that so many people in our business made millions and millions of dollars, and horses have destroyed me, all because of my father. My father, Carl, may rest in peace. I used to go to movies with my brother Marv and would see these father images in a picture. And it would take the boy like Dean Stockwell, and Harry Grapewin would walk out in the field. So I want to tell you, son, this is America. This is the greatest land in the world. See, I pick up this earth, smell that earth. You can grow anything you want. This is America. And I always envisioned that my father would do that with me. But he didn't. He took me to Belmont Park and Aqueduct and Hollywood Park and Santa Anita. And he walked me into the stable area, and he reached down. He said, son, this is horse shit. This is the reason why you're not going to college. I never shook hands with my father again, but I kissed him a lot. This man that I'm going to bring up to the stage is the most generous human being I've ever known in my life. He has never turned down a benefit. He is being honored by so many places, so many people. I can't think of a better person to make, and I wrote this down, so you know I can write. I can't talk, but I could write. I can't think of a better person to make an honorary New Yorker. This man should be made an honorary citizen in all the cities of America. There is no entertainer I know who does more benefits, more golf charities, and the golf charities I know he does a lot of because in his garage he has 9,000 sweaters, 2,000 shirts, 92 golf bags. And not only that, when we go to dinner, he picks up his part of the check, which is very unusual for a lot of people in show business. We go to dinner a lot with Jack Carter, who one day a waiter came over and says, "What do you like to order, Mr. Carter, that you're going to send back?" But this man deserves it. He is a loyal and a great friend, as I said before. He's a wonderful husband. He has two magnificent children, Daniel and Andrew. Wonderful wife, Joni, sitting right there. Joni, stand up and take a little bow. Come on, Joan. Behind every successful man is a wonderful girl. I love you, Joni, oh yes I do. And Norm married you even though you weren't a Jew. And don't you worry, it's plain to see, 'cause God gave also a guy to me. They're the sweetest girl in the world, sitting right down my wife, Marie, who's Italian. And I've been married twice before, but this marriage is going to last because her Uncle Guido told me it was going to last. Fanabla, ma che cazzo, giusa la cazza dura, giù bastardo. Listen to this. Norman, for 16 years, he's been the National Ambassador of Goodwill to the City of Hope, co-host of the Jerry Lewis Telethon. And this year he did even more than that. Jerry got very, very ill, and they asked Norman if he would sit in, and Norman says, anything you want. 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. That's the kind of human being this is. He's been the ambassador of Child Help USA. He hosts a golf tournament from outside. Well, this one golf tournament he hosts, he never goes in there because it's at the LA Country Club. And Jews are not allowed in there. You can hear Norman yelling through the fence, "Give money." He's the director of the Children's Learning Centers around the country, sponsored by the Masons, of which he is a 33rd Mason. Yeah, come on. Otherwise, if you don't applaud, I'll do my act. Although I did have a new act. No, I just was sitting down, and I heard these two comics, and I said to myself, that's it. I wrote down every friggin' thing they said. First, I'm going to make a copy for Milton, then I'm going to keep one for myself. Norman has got a star on Hollywood Boulevard. It's a Walk of Fame. It's right next to Rin Tin Tin. Norman, you are undisputed king of malapropisms. Now, a lot of people hear the word malaprop, and they don't know where it's from. I looked it up. It's from a play, or a book, written by a man by the name of Schneider. And he wrote this thing called Arrivals about Mrs. Malaprop. But in the book, which I got, nothing was as great as what this man does on stage. He is the one and only that can do that type of act. Original, warm, and laughable. Norman, this is what I want to set up for you, to get it real quiet. And then when you get up here, you will bomb like you've never bombed. I'll tell you about the New York people, Norman. We got together. You're now going to get two free weekends at the Concord or Grossingers. You're going to get one egg cream at Ratner's. I think that's all you're going to get. You're going to get one free Mishabeach from Jerry Cutler, the rabbi. You're going to get 12 autographs from Jerry Vail's son. They just became new grandparents, by the way. Rita and Jerry. Stand up, kids. Throw the pictures around. I went out and I said to myself, what could we get him that New Yorkers would get him, that he would appreciate? Norman, I want you to get up here. I want to give you this. Come on, Norm, stand up here. And before I start crying, I want you to take the microphone because we make you an honorary New Yorker. Now, last year when they did this to me, the mayor of Beverly Hills made me get down, and he didn't know that I had a brand new knee put in. And he didn't know that they carried me off. I couldn't walk for 6 months. So I am not going to make you bend down. I am not going to make you do anything, but may I say, it's a joy to have you in New York.
The entertainment so far has been unbelievable, hasn't it? Just incredible. And Shecky also said, as performers, we sit and watch other performers, and maybe from a different standpoint than civilians do. We learn from each other. The talent here tonight has been just incredible. Sal Richards, my friend Sal Richards, was so wonderful. And I learned from him. I never knew that fucker meant fan. I never knew that. And I was just so thrilled to be coming up here to get this award in front of all my friends and fuckers. I would like to share this evening with, first of all, Shecky, I have to say, Shecky Greene, when I was a young man starting out in comedy, was an idol. And we've become good friends, and years have gone by, and I've been fortunate myself in the business, and still, I have to say this, he is still my idol. I think Shecky is incredible. He's one of the all-time greats. And to be able to share this evening with another old friend, I've been friends with Jerry Vail for over 40 years. Over 40 years, and I have always appreciated his great talent. I think that we do have roots in New York. My beautiful wife, Joni, Shecky introduced. I'm not going to ask her to stand up again because she's carrying her bag. She hates to do that. Put the bag down, stand up, and sit down, take the bag back. But we do have roots. Joni was a rockette. She worked at Radio City Music Hall in New York. She danced at the Latin Quarter in New York. I worked at the Copa, and I worked in the Catskills, and so we lived in New York when we were single. We lived in New York after we were married. Shecky mentioned all the charitable things that I do. I just want to mention, too, that Joni, in her spare time, used to counsel children from a disturbed home. My two sons, Daniel and Andrew. And we lived on Central Park West. We had a beautiful Lou Rudin. I'm sure you know the name, Lou Rudin. If you lived in New York, you know Rudin Management. They own buildings and properties all over New York. Lou gave us an apartment right on Central Park West, facing the park, a corner apartment, 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a living room, a dining room, and a kitchen, and a garage for $275 a month in a rent-controlled building. I'm serious. And when we decided to move to Los Angeles, and people say, keep it, rent it, sublet it, keep it. I said, what do I need it for? I'm going to California. So I gave it up. It's now probably $2,500 a week, the same apartment. It was one of the more schmucky things I did in my life.
But we had roots. We lived in New York. We cared about the city. I feel like there is an apathy that I share with everybody sitting here. You can feel it, a warmth, an excretion. And I just want to clear up one thing before I sit down, because there's so much entertainment to come. Lou published that alumni paper. Some of you, I'm sure all of you saw it before the event. He mentioned that my mother was Maya Lansky's granddaughter. Did you read that? Everybody saw that in the magazine? It's not true. That was a mistake. If my mother was Maya Lansky's granddaughter, I would be 4 years old. Actually, we are from the Al Capone family. My cousin Nunzio, who was a two-sewer hitter. That's a New York expression. I learned that. I don't know what it means, but somebody said if you say that, everybody will go, ooh, ooh. Anyway, I do want you to know that we are, both of us, thrilled to be New Yorkers. And now that I'm officially a New Yorker, I can tell you that California sucks. God bless you. Thank you very much.